So the strike at 8 p.m. has been called off, ladies and gentlemen. We stay on with the day's biggest story in the national capital. It is the Kala coat versus the Khaki that's unfolded, and it's become a flashpoint, ladies and gentlemen. Can the enforcers and the upholders consider themselves above the law? Can either of them think that just because they have some powers vested in them by the law itself, they can deem themselves to be above? Is this mentality the core reason of this face-off? Because some of the demands that the cops have made show that there is a festering feud or this exchange or tug between them and the law. The lawyers, they're supposed to be working together to ensure that justice and law is upheld in this country. Let's go across straight and dive into the debate. Dr. Farooq Khan, advocate with us. Sanjay Rathi of the Bar Council of India has consented to stay on with us as we stay non-stop on this story tonight on the right stand. Yashovardhan Azad, former IPS officer, with us. And Nupur Sharma of the BJP also with us. And we also have Mr. Dhanraj Vanjari, who's also kindly consented to stay. Mr. Azad and Nupur Sharma, welcome. And Dr. Farooq Khan, since you're fresh on the show, we've heard Sanjay Rathi and we've also heard Mr. Vanjari. I just want to ask you, Mr. Azad, is this justification to say that it is the cops and their high-handedness that started it all, and they misbehaved in 30,000 court? Does that justify the behavior of the lawyers on Monday? Does the Saturday brawl and the ensuing events, how they unfolded, justify the behavior of the lawyers over Sunday, Monday, which has led to this protest on Tuesday?
No, in fact, the germane issue, as you have been repeating for some time now, is the real issue, how this thing started. The brawl started on an issue which the lawyers are very well conversed with. It was a jail van which was parked just outside the judicial lockup, and outside a lawyer, esteemed lawyer, came and parked his vehicle. And when the battalion people went and requested him to remove the vehicle, he refused. That is the incident which snowballed into this kind of a fracas. So obviously it is the lawyers who felt that they are above the law. They are the ones who refused, and that is how the incident started, number one. Number two, normally on a Saturday afternoon there isn't so much of a rush, but because of the elections there was a huge crowd and a lot of people were there for campaigning, and that added fuel to the fire. Let me tell you another thing also. The main issue raised by the lawyers is the disproportionate response of the police to an incident, which is a normal kind of an allegation made against the police in every police action which is taken. But tell me something. When a police is overawed inside a judicial lockup, when the police is being attacked by a mob, you think there should be no firing? In fact, let me tell you one thing. The firing was not organized in the conventional way by the DCP. The actual firing was done from inside by the Delhi Police Battalion because they didn't know how to react against a rampaging mob. That was more out of self-defense. Of course, all these matters will come in the police inquiry. And the last point is, ultimately, you know, the flashpoint when actually the lathi charge was ordered, that was when a bus was lined up against the judicial lockup. It was a CNG vehicle and it was going to be alighted, and there was a huge mob when the lathi charge took place. How does the police take action? I mean, and of course, a very, very important point is, when the judicial inquiry was ordered, prima facie, unfortunately, the culpability of the police was already established, and 2 people were suspended and 2 officers were transferred. This is not justice. This is not justice at all. And that is why the most important thing, as it often happens in India, is the main issue everyone forgets. And then we start talking about police action or overaction and the lawyer's culpability, etc., etc. Whereas if you look at the main issue, you know exactly what is happening.
Well, that is why I have been insisting on going back to where it started. And of course, let's isolate what happened on Saturday and then say that what happened on Sunday and Monday justify those who claim to be officials of the court. Sanjay Rathi, your response to Yashovardhan Azad, and then I'll go across to everyone because you claim you were present there.
In fact, what I am conveying,
Yeah.
I was present in the court hearing which were taken by the Honorable Chief Justice, Delhi High Court. And once what was required to be done immediately by the police, a brother advocate has been shot by the police official. Immediately there would have been FIR against him and action would have been followed. Then this situation would not have been there. He was being saved till today. Till right now he is being saved. Even after passing of the orders by the Honorable High Court of Delhi. On Sunday the matter was heard and the action was, even on that very day at 3 p.m. it was informed that we have registered 2 FIRs. Why not immediately? When the fire shot was there, that advocate has injured, other advocate brothers have also suffered injuries. So immediately what police is required to be done?
No,
in rule of law.
Against who was the FIR filed?
Why I am saying why this FIR was not registered against the police official by the police. This situation would not have arisen.
Right.
But they went on fueling the situations. They kept on saving their person. He's firing an innocent advocate brother and he's being saved. For what? What was immediately required to be done by the police? FIR is registered and the man has been taken. They can nail anybody from the earth.
Correct.
And a person who was in their pocket is not being arrested. What law they are doing?
Inside the Tees Hazari
Yes.
court, inside the Tees Hazari court, why didn't these lawyers who stood there, Mr. Azad, am I right in asking this question? Because I have very limited understanding of how police procedures are and how law is.
Only
my simple
advocates
question,
were
sir,
saved.
इतने सारे वहाँ lawyer खड़े हैं sir, किसी ने ये नहीं कहा कि मैं FIR लिखवाऊंगा, मेरी FIR
Nobody is listening. They were putting lathis on us.
इसीलिए
Yes.
आप अच्छा so
See,
because you
after
said
this
कि हमें
incident,
FIR लिखना है, so they said हम लाठी मारेंगे, लाठी बरसाएंगे. So then they said आप FIR नहीं लिख रहे हो, इसीलिए मैं वहाँ गाड़ी खड़ी करूंगा, जिसको मैं वहाँ जला
It is
दूंगा.
completely wrong. Thousands of police personnel, they visited the chamber blocks, they have broken the gate, they have beaten the lady advocates, they have beaten the advocates in general. Everything was damaged by them. Those
So
things
everything was done only by the police.
only by the
The same police which
Videos are
said,
there.
please don't park a car. So because you didn't park
that
that
was
person didn't park the car
parking
in the
of
right
a
place.
car,
So the cops decided,
parking-
चलो,
No,
अब
no.
हल्ला बोलते हैं. सब लाठी
This
मारेंगे,
is all wrong.
सब बरसा.
This is all wrong.
No, so that's exactly what you're
Kindly
saying.
see the
That's
CCTV
exactly what you're
footage,
saying, sir.
original which
Mr.
says
Azad.
that there are 15 to 20 police personnel. They caught hold the advocate. They kept him in the judicial lockup and they are beating there.
Please tell me, sir. Please tell me, sir. आज तक, sir, in Delhi, I have lived in Noida. There have been times when a traffic police personnel has come and told me कि आप यहाँ गाड़ी मत खड़ी करो. And I tell them, साहब 5 मिनट है, मैं गाड़ी लगा के मैं निकल जाऊंगा. मुझे तो आज तक 20 लोगों ने कभी घेर के नहीं बोला.
See, it is appearing there.
नहीं मुझे तो
It
नहीं
is
बोला. सर
appearing
मुझे
there.
नहीं. मैंने और 9 out of 10 times I'll be very honest. जब कोई मुझे कोई ऑन ड्यूटी पुलिस ऑफिसर कहता है ना यहाँ गाड़ी मत लगाई, मैं गाड़ी वहाँ लगाता ही नहीं हूँ, मैं हटा देता हूँ. मैं बोलता हूँ 5 मिनट ट्राई करता हूँ, अगर नहीं लगाई तो मैं कहीं और लगा देता हूँ, जहाँ सही पार्किंग है वहाँ लगा देता हूँ. जहाँ पार्किंग
Accommodation is always there.
Correct.
But see,
तो सर
what is
यहाँ why
reflecting?
did not that happen?
No, distorted.
Saturday था, was the courtroom full? Was the complex full?
It
वहाँ और
was-
कोई
it
जगह
was
ही नहीं
functional.
थी.
What was functional of that
वहाँ और कोई जगह ही नहीं थी पार्किंग की.
No,
No, I'm just asking.
I am saying
I'm just asking.
it was
या
not.
फिर यार ये मुझे कैसे बोल सकता है? Was that
It was not that you. It can be heard. It can be seen.
Okay.
Immediately, people are coming running.
Let's stop this. And I'm saying, okay, Dr. Azad has one point of view, you have one point of view. Let the courts will decide because the matter. Let me just go across to Dr. Farooq Khan and Nupur Sharma. Dr. Farooq Khan, let me ask you this. Okay, all that happened on Saturday. There was a hearing which happened on Sunday. What justifies the behavior of the lawyers on the streets of Delhi on Monday? And in Kanpur and in Gwalior and in Rohini.
Yeah. Thank you. I will start with my arguments with what Dr. Azad has to say. And he was saying that justice has not been done. So I just want to ask a question with my great respect. That is, he has taken a role of Honorable Supreme Court while challenging the order being passed by the Honorable Chief Justice of Delhi High Court, the division bench.
No,
Number two,
tell
if
me,
the
sir.
court found some. Just please see, I have not interrupted anyone.
Ji,
Please allow me to. Please allow me
Farooq
to.
Sahab, I'm just going to take you. Farooq Sahab, you only.
No,
make
why
a
you
point.
have?
Allow me just 10 seconds, sir. Allow me just 10 seconds. Is there any rule which says that
It's your show. Take your own time.
No, sir. I'm just saying. Is there any rule which says that I, as a citizen of this country, have no right to question a judgment or a judge?
No.
Okay,
You can,
that's all.
if you are aggrieved by a judgment, if you are aggrieved by a judgment of the court, the remedy available at your disposal is to challenge that order before the court.
Correct.
You cannot say that justice has not been yet done.
Correct.
Yet constructive
So I can't have a
criticism
point
is
of view.
always there. But now, coming back to the subject matter, you know, the larger than life image, being created for those goons from Delhi police. Have you seen the footage when the police were ransacking the chambers of lawyers within the court compound? Have you seen the footage where the police was trashing away the cars, private cars of the lawyers? And let me just 30 seconds, please. Please bear with me. You know the normal protocol. Let's assume your best case, what they want to say, that a lawyer was at fault. He parked the vehicle at the parking, non-designated area parking.
Correct.
What is the protocol? The protocol is to inform the district judge. And let me tell you, and this will surface in the inquiry now, that district judge, when he tried to enter the lockup, not a lawyer, a district judge of this Azari, to take that lawyer out from the lockup, even district judge was not allowed to enter the premises. This is what the Delhi police has respect for the judiciary. Forget lawyers.
So if
lawyers.
the Delhi police,
We are
okay,
goons,
Mr.
we are
Azad, please
criminals, we are
respond
not
before I
doing
bring in Nupur
anything.
Sharma. Before I bring in
but
Dr. Farooq Khan,
about the
Dr.
district
Farooq Khan,
judge.
no monologues. One second. My 2-3 things which stand out, sir. I don't have as a citizen of this country, I don't have the right to question the judgment of a court or the point of view as a court unless I go back and challenge it. Wow. And I have right to freedom of speech, and that's what the court wants to uphold. मुझे समझ में नहीं आया. I can't a traffic police.
You have a right to criticize the judgment. आपको समझ में अगर नहीं आएगा तो मैं आपकी हेल्प नहीं कर सकता.
So I have the right to criticize.
But you will challenge the judgment of High Court.
So why not, sir? Why not, sir? Why not, sir? I can have an opinion where I believe that I disagree with the judgment. I disagree with it.
You have an opinion, but you can have an opinion.
So you can't tell him.
You cannot condemn the judgment of Honorable High Court.
Why, sir?
You don't have right to condemn the judgment of Honorable High Court.
Is there a law?
I'm sorry, sir.
Yes,
it is a law. I can show you the catena of judgment. I can show you the catena of judgment, sir.
He was critical, sir. He was critical. So a judge.
I can show you the catena of judgment.
So a traffic police personnel.
If you are agreed, go.
No. I'm just asking, sir. मुझे नहीं पता, मैं पूछ रहा हूँ.
Go to High Court.
मेरे पास पूछने का भी हक नहीं है.
Application. Go to Supreme Court.
आजाद साहब, मेरे पास पूछने का भी हक नहीं है. Just like एक traffic police personnel को ये हक नहीं है. ये हक नहीं है कि किसी सीनियर लॉयर या किसी जज के बेटे को ये कहे कि आप गाड़ी यहाँ नहीं लगा सकते, या फिर किसी जज को कह दे कि आपने रूल तोड़ा है.
जज के बेटे कहां से आगे,
जज को
सीनियर लॉयर कहां से आगे? मैं डिस्ट्रिक्ट जज की बात कर रहा हूं.
अरे सर, जो गाड़ी लगा रहे थे वो कौन थे?
जाने दिया गया.
जो गाड़ी लगा रहे थे वो मैं नहीं था और मेरे चाचा नहीं थे, सर. मैं था ना, मेरे चाचा थे, सर.
आप
ठीक है, एक बार आजा, रुकिए ना सर.
आप मेरी बात सुनिए. अगर आपने कहीं गलत पार्किंग लगा दी तो क्या आपको मार देगा कोई? लॉ विल टेक इट्स ओन कोर्स.
तो क्या अगर गलत पार्किंग, तो अगर आप ऑफिशियल ऑफ द कोर्ट हो तो गलत जगह पार्किंग क्यों लगाओगे?
कहां लिखा है बताइए?
अरे गलत जगह पार्क करने का अधिकार कहां लिखा है आपके पास?
कहां लिखा है?
Where do you have the right to park in a no parking area?
अगर मैंने गलती की,
अरे गलती की तो आप गलती कर सकते हो, तो अगर लेकिन कोई और करे तो मगर. अरे छोड़िए, रुकिए. अरे रुकिए.
आप बहुत
अरे फारूक, please tell me one thing. This is the same Delhi police. This is the same Delhi police for the last 72 years has been protecting.
I understand your
अरे डॉक्टर फारूक, बहुत चिल्ला लिया यार, बहुत चिल्ला लिया. अभी ठीक है, अभी आपकी हियरिंग खत्म, आपकी पैरवी खत्म, अब दूसरा पक्ष बोलेगा. जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच. डॉक्टर मिस्टर आजाद, फारूक, प्लीज वेट, calm down. I just want to say,
this is a typical case.
I just want to ask you, sir, and I'm wondering, I can park in a no parking area, that तो मेरी गलती है, it's all right. वो तो बाद में देखा जाएगा. But how can somebody come and tell me that I have parked in a no parking area? And their allegation that a district judge was blocked.
Not tell me, मारा.
हाँ, ठीक है. पर मैं बात करूंगा गलत जगह, पर आप मुझे मार नहीं सकते.
आप चेंबर्स को रैंसैक कर दीजिए.
मैं आपको गाली दे सकता हूं, लेकिन आप मुझे मार नहीं सकते. मैं एक पुलिस यूनिफॉर्म. अरे फारूक एक बात बताओ. इतना गुस्सा उस लॉयर के खिलाफ भी आ रहा है, जिसने एक पुलिस यूनिफॉर्म पुलिस पर्सन को बाइक पे मारा, ठुड्डे मारे. मंडे को क्यों मारा? अरे उस पर गुस्सा फंसाना, उसका नाम बताओ. Tell me his name. You have not. आजाद साहब, I have limited time. I have limited time.
वकील ऊपर है ना, पुलिस ऊपर है ना.
हाँ, तो उस वकील के खिलाफ क्या एक्शन लिया अभी? उसको डिबार किया, उसका लाइसेंस छीना. उसका लाइसेंस
चिल्ला रहे हैं तो इनको मैं क्या बताऊं?
नहीं सर, इनको सर
नहीं, अगर आपको चिल्लाने से
सर ये लॉयर है सर, ऑफिशियल ऑफ द कोर्ट है, इनको मैं चुप रहने को कैसे कह सकता हूं? आई डोंट हैव द राइट सर, आई डोंट हैव द राइट्स इन माय ओन शो टू टेल हिम टू प्लीज अलाउ समबडी एल्स टू स्पीक.
ये सारी बात जो है
मिस्टर
कर
आजाद,
रहे हैं.
मिस्टर आजाद,
he is fudging everything. You know what? The lawyers knew very well that is not a simple case of wrong parking. You know, the parking which was done outside the jail van
right,
implied that the jail van, which had to go back with hardened criminals who were there in the judicial lockup, had to reach the Har before the sunlight ended. That this lawyer knows very well that these people should not have it parked there, and that's
Right.
why he should have listened to it.
Right.
He knows that this is a routine drill.
Right.
So he's fudging the entire thing.
all right, gentlemen,
And
I've got to
he's
pull away
shouting
from you.
unnecessarily
Nupur Sharma,
for no
Nupur
reason.
Sharma, I have limited time. I'm sorry, I have limited time, but sorry to keep you waiting, Nupur Sharma. We have two callers also. We'll try and accommodate them after we speak to Nupur. Nupur, the criticism towards the government is that more than 72 hours you've just kept watching. The Delhi police comes under the MHA. Never has under the MHA such a thing happened in the national capital. And this is a straight question towards Mr. Amit Shah as the Home Minister. How do you answer that criticism? And then go ahead and your point of view.
Well, first and foremost, Anand, as a lawyer, because I practice law in the courts, my heart completely goes out to the practicing advocates who are at the receiving end of a brother lawyer has been shot also. But as a citizen of this country, my heart also goes out to the protectors of the law. I completely see this issue as a defenders of the law versus protectors of the law issue. And it's ugly. I think the message that is going out today is absolutely unfathomable. We need to control, be more mature rather than, raising our voice and fighting each other out. The fact of the matter is that it's not unprecedented. There have been clashes between lawyers and police
Right.
personnel, not only in Delhi but all over India. However, I think in today's day and age, now this matter is sub judice. It is actually now a subject matter of judicial inquiry.
Right.
The Delhi High Court has taken suo motu cognizance. Now let the judicial inquiry find out, kisne kisko pehle mara. But while that happens, because there has been a suspension order and a transfer order against some police officials, and there have been not 2 but 6, according to my information, there are 6 pending FIRs, 4 complained by practicing advocates, 1 by a sessions judge and 1 by a Delhi police constable. What I'm trying to say is, let the judicial inquiry come to the very end of what actually happened. Anybody aggrieved can obviously go and appeal in the court. However, when there are 3 just आप कहते हैं, the 3 legs of our democracy, very important, legislature, judiciary and the executive. I think what is actually the moot point today is that we all need to mesh together and work properly, because this is of the most importance, Anand. As a practicing advocate, I have only seen a very deep understanding, friendship and cooperation and coordination in the courts of law.
Right.
I don't, lawyers can't do without policemen, and policemen can't do without lawyers in the courts.
Right.
So I think this is, this is unnecessary. We need to just calm ourselves down, be more mature.
Right. Maturity should have been that there should have been justice on both sides. One party should not feel that justice has not been meted out, and they've been unnecessarily singled out. Now I'm over time. I apologize to our callers, Harish Kumar and Mr. Soni, Vishnu Soni from joining us on the show. I'm sorry, I have over time, Vishnu Soni and Mr. Harish Kumar. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching the debate and also taking part in it. We'll try and speak very, very soon. Brass Tags with Zaka Jacob up next. I thank all our panelists. Thank you very much.